Cavaliers.
Wow. Christmas Day game. I didn't expect to be on this stage as a rookie. It'll be exciting, no doubt. I watched the NBA all day long on Christmas growing up. And to think that kids out there will be seeing me be a part of that, it's surreal. And I've never been one to disappoint the kids, so I better go out there and put on a show.
Golden State Warriors, a grande final.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas.
Sean Livingston.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Shumpert comes in for Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for J.R. Smith. And Freak subbed in for Kyrie Irving. So on the floor for Cleveland. Freak, he's in at point guard. Channing Frye out there with LeBron James. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Shumpert in at the 3, the small forward.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
And he gets the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here is Livingston. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah. The drive by Thompson, 13 feet away.
Tocou! Monstro!
Dellavedova dishes to Freak.
Monstro!
Dellavedova kicks to Freak. Six on the shot clock. James outside.
Vai, LeBron. Vai, LeBron. Vai, LeBron.
And the rebound goes to the Warriors. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
Yeah, and I know their fans may not want to hear it, but the reality and the truth is the defensive end of the floor was not what it needed to be in terms of effort.
Now the feed to Frye. Here's Freak, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 5. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way.
For me, at a younger age, I was never...
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such...
não quero ficar no banco, não. 21. Ai, Stephen Curry.
Frye comes in for Kevin Love. James checked in for Matthew Dellavedova, and Freak subbed in for Irving. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Channing Frye out there with Thompson. And it's Freak in at the point. Lets it go. That's good from Shumpert on the assist by Thompson. Shumpert's got his second bucket of the night. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against New York.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
And that did make things relatively easy for him. You know, it's nice to get a win and not have to work too hard for it.
Freak. First personal foul, team's third.
1:58 left here in the second. They get it again. Curry passes to Spates. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
Well, another thing that's immediately gone right for them is their three-point shooting.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job.
Cara, eu tô aprendendo a jogar ainda e, pô, acho muito maneiro,
reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks put forth a nice effort. He ended with 7 points, and he also was creating for others by getting the ball in a position to score it. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, Doris, well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Barnes has got it back down to single digits for the Warriors. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Bucket. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
Curry with the steal. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really it all stems from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Thompson dishes to Shumpert. Thompson a screen on Barnes. Clock at 6. Offensive rebound. Tries again.
Vai, meu filho.
Thompson against Barnes. To the paint. Here's Freak. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Really at the right place defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
That's off as well. So he misses both. And even 3-on-3 break. On its way from Curry for 2. That one off the back iron and out. And that does it for the...
Yes, Kevin.
6 pontos de vantagem. Vamos para o segundo tempo.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need. Some changes for Golden State. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut, and it's Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. Then for the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for Smith, and Freak subbed in for Kyrie Irving. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Spates in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Curry with it. 6 points for him. Thompson outside. On the wing, Green. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on LeBron James. The Warriors have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. Free throw good, Green.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on both. And as we finish the third quarter, it's... We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. The Cavaliers leading by 3, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Tristan Thompson is out there with Channing Frye. And it's Freak in a point guard.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Thompson sets the pick for James. Launches a three, and Channing Frye hits from deep.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Green, no luck.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Freak with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Freak kicks to Frye. Outside jumper. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Thompson misses.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Shumpert passes to Freak. The second chance effort. And LeBron with a nice bucket inside. LeBron's got 19 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Klay Thompson. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Frye comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for LeBron. And Freak subbed in for J.R. Smith. Freak with it. Curry meets him.
Whoa.
Freak throws it down.
And they're not finished just yet. They want to make sure about this one.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Primeiro highlight. Porra. Finalmente. Último. Jogadaça agora.
Livingston dishes to Barnes. And the shot falls short this time. Here's Dellavedova. To the wing right side. And here's Freak. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
Good win, good win, good win. Oh, yeah. Good win.
Yes, Kevin, here with
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor. Let's go to Shaq. What can you say about his performance?
Well, everyone wanted to come play hard tonight, but I thought the job he did was remarkable. The defending champs do not go down easily. It was an impressive performance to beat them tonight. I must say I'm very impressed. But he kept at it, both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was on his game.
Anytime.
And that will do it for our special Christmas Day broadcast.
Por que tá difícil, pés louco? Esse modo é My Carreira. Caralho, tênis do Michael Jordan.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Cara, ganhou o tênis do Jordan. Por que, mas por que tá difícil? Botar no modo carreira. Não entendi. Phoenix Suns.
Last game at home for a while. With the road trip looming, we can't look past the task at hand tonight. We got to go out there and get the fans behind us early on. No one wants to leave home on a down note, especially me. So I better put my money where my mouth is and go out there and ball.
Fala aí, galera. Quem tá chegando aí, dá um alô aí.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. On the court for the Suns, P.J. Tucker is out there with Budinger. Then there's Brandon Knight. Then there's Price. And it's Len in at the center position. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Good.
Tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
And I love that as soon as they get their hands on the basketball, they immediately get out and transition.
Knight kicks it to Tucker. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Tucker's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Freak dishes to Front. Count the bucket.
See a heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Outside Knight. Pass to Len. Wide open look. The shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And in that game, guys, they were just about as dominant defensively on the interior as you could ever be.
And once they got a few rejections, they had opposing scorers looking for those long arms and hands. And it caused hesitation in taking shots in there.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Price. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. The feed to Dellavedova. Just 5 to shoot. From the line. Rebounded by Tucker. And even 3-on-3 break. Knight wide open. Here's Len. Price outside. A second chance effort. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Phoenix ahead. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA. Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players? New group on the floor. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Freak, he's in at point guard. Channing Frye out there with Iman Shumpert. Then it's Mozgov, and it's Dellavedova in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Freak passes to Mozgov. Stolen by Len. Knight with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Lonnie Price is checked in for Chase Budinger. To the paint. There's the dish to Tucker. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to Jenkins. It's deflected. Here's Dellavedova. He's guarded by Knight. Here's Freak. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Suns lead by 4. They double in with Freak. One kick kicks to Knight. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Picked by Mozgov. Back to Shumpert. From 15 feet away. Second chance shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg. This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
And both free throws good from Freak.
Toma.
There's 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Tucker. And Shumpert pulls it down. Shumpert's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Pass to Freak. Cleveland the rebound. Mozgov. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Ó, deixa empatado. Nem vem.
And the first half comes to a conclusion.
Well, Brandon,
bate-papo com o técnico, não precisa, bora.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested...
36-34, vamos ver agora.
Dellavedova comes in for Smith, and Freak subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Bledsoe, setting the floor for the Suns. We've got Mirza Teletovic. Bledsoe's out there with Booker. Then there's Warren, and it's Chandler in at the pivot, manning the middle. Here's Warren, sinks the 15-footer. Warren's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
Valeu, Darlan.
Well, Cleveland shooting around 41% on the night.
Aqui uma brincadeirinha aqui de NBA só pra...
Vicious to Freak. The pass to Thompson.
Só pra mudar, né?
LeBron James on
Valeu
the wing.
pelo like aí.
5 to shoot. He feeds it to Freak. Yes,
Ah,
and it's
moleque.
LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game, they ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
And the shot by Warren, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Dellavedova, the pass to Freak. Phoenix grabs the miss. Chandler's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Então, cara, eu só
there was a
acerto o
time
cara.
when some
Eu
thought
não consegui
Tyson
roubar não, porque eu
Chandler
faço muita
would be
falta
a
ainda.
drab bust, but
Mas
you know,
aí eu
it took
só...
some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you
Chego
also
perto,
when
tento
you grab
acertar,
guys out of high
cara.
school.
Mas,
they're gonna
porra,
need a
roubar a
couple more
bola
years.
mesmo é difícil pra caramba. Tá complicado mesmo.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Dellavedova kicks to Freak. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Inside, stolen by Len.
Porra, LeBron. Até o LeBron também tá dando mole, cara.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Televich's shot is good. Chandler was a bit of a late bloomer, but you can't argue with his presence on the floor now.
Well, he won a title and embodies what you need to do in order to win titles. I mean, Chandler makes all the difference on defense, and that's why teams will just still want him even late in his career.
And gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. Freak's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs. Suns have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Outside Knight. Goes up from the top of the key. That's good. Knight's got his second basket of the night.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Então, não consigo roubar também não, cara. Tipo no futebol, você fala roubar a bola, eu não consigo não, mas eu certo. Eu já consegui umas 2 vezes, mas é difícil. Porque tem falta, né? No basquete você encostou no braço do cara é falta. No futebol pode trombar e tal. Aí eu tento cercar o cara pra pelo menos ajudar o time,
also making some changes. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Alex Len. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Brandon Knight. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Freak is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Thompson in at the 5. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
At the line for your top.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Cleveland?
Pô, sentei no banco de isso. Cleveland 53.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Freak kicks to Love.
Exatamente, cara.
Irving against Bledsoe. Freak.
Não acerta uma.
A nice shot by LeBron.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg,
É mais ou menos isso daí mesmo, dá. É mais ou menos. Ó, falta, viu?
You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
O cara tem que...
Freak checked in for Cleveland. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Eita porra. Eu tô lá fora da quadra.
In the corner, Irving with it. The screen from Thompson. Freak dishes to Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And Cleveland making a change here.
Pode encostar. Ó.
And a clear foul there.
Toquei na bola, mas falta.
Line for 3 free throws.
Good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on a three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to...
Quadrado. Depende, se tiver... Se tiver acabando o tempo, você só precisa apertar uma vez que ele já arremessa de longe, entendeu?
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith with
você tem que segurar na... Se você estiver jogando na casa do adversário, o estádio começa a tremer. Aí você tem que segurar o quadrado até chegar numa areazinha ali pra você fazer a cesta. Mas fica tremendo tudo. É maneiro, acho maneiro. É imersão legal no basquete, cara. Ganhei mais um jogo, agora acho que é o 5º de 8 jogos que eu vou fazer. Meu jogador, eu ainda não sei jogar, cara, é foda. Quer entrar aqui na party, cara? Que aí fica melhor de conversar. Me adiciona aí. Edinho Gamer. Só que entre o Edinho e o Gamer tem 3 underline. Aí se quiser, se tu tiver no videogame, quiser me adicionar pra gente conversar, fica melhor. Ah, tá, tranquilo. Pô, que beleza, hein? Que trampo maneiro, hein? Ah, agora que eu entendi, cara. Por isso que tu falou de PES, é porque tá saindo com o nome de PES. Tinha que editar lá, eu acabei não editando. Quando eu botei pra transmitir, foi o...
We got Blake Griffin and the Clips on deck tonight. Going up against him, you almost just hope you don't end up on a...
Agora que eu vi, cara. Agora que eu entendi, né? Los Angeles Clippers.
It's the home of the Clippers here in Los Angeles as 2K Sports presents our action live from the Staples Center. Welcome, folks.
Meu jogador erra muito. Aí eu acabo perdendo muito tempo.
Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Paul Pierce. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for J.R. Smith. And Freak subbed in for Irving. On the court for Cleveland, Freak in at point guard. Channing Frye out there with LeBron James. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Mozgov in at the center, filling out the middle. That's good.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Shot, high post, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers, for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
It's Redick on the wing. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Freak kicks to Fry. And the shot is good.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Rivers kicks to Green. Can't get it to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
That was a different team in the fourth quarter than what we saw in the first three. Don't you think? I mean, they got their act together just in time to pull it out.
Most definitely a switch flipped for them in the fourth, and they finally started playing up to their ability, and it certainly came at just the right time, not a moment too soon.
Clock at 6. Back to Jordan. It's hauled in by Fry.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Freak kicks to Shumpert. Stolen by Rivers. And as the first quarter wraps up, we caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates. Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations. Some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Redick comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Rivers in for Chris Paul. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. J.J. Redick is out there with Austin Rivers. And it's Pierce in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but it just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers appeared to be struggling. He picked up 5 points, and he also added a few assists as he set up his teammates as well. This has been a concern of his and the coaching staff lately, as he's hit a very rough patch and will be looking to turn things around in this one. Let's see if he does it, Kevin.
Doris, thanks. We all know he wants to come out here and move on.
Yeah, and what would really help is if he could come out and get off to a good, quick start here tonight.
That would be a huge help. I mean, the faster he can move on and get locked into the present, the better off his team will be.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
Yeah. 3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Here's the pass to Jordan. And the wide open shot from Redick. Here's Griffin. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the way up. Griffin's got 6 points.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one.
And it's Freak missing. Clippers trail by 15.
Porra, que nada, cara.
Redick dishes to Rivers.
Que nada. Só tenho jogado isso aqui mesmo.
Pass to Griffin.
Minha carreira. O jogo realmente a variabilidade é muito difícil.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that
no aro, cara, no aro.
And so we wrap up the first half.
Acabei com a minha pontuação no jogo. Intervalo.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't. J.J. Redick's checked in for Los Angeles. Rivers comes in for Chris Paul. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Shumpert comes in for Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Irving. On the court for Cleveland, Freak, he's in at the point. Channing Frye out there with LeBron James. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Dellavedova in at the 2 spot. LeBron outside. To the middle. And stolen by Redick. Rivers with it. Here's Griffin up and in from the low block. Griffin's got 14 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Clippers trail by 18. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go once we set the lineup. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Austin Rivers is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Pierce in at the small forward position. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Freak.
Puta que pariu.
Clippers grab the miss. Pierce kicks to Rivers.
Porra, não cai uma, cara.
Clippers moving the ball around. They get the rebound. He feeds it to Pierce. Outside jumper. In the corner, it's James. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rivers with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Redick with the bucket.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Cleveland leading by 13. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot two.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And another area where they've separated themselves, guys, is at the foul line. I mean, those extra points are starting to add up.
Qualquer dia desse a gente marcar alguma coisa aí pra jogar. Daqui a pouco eu vou pro curso e hoje trabalho hoje à noite, mas depois a gente marca um amistoso
Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for LeBron. And Freak subbed in for Irving.
And so just rolling to the finish line now has been a very confident-looking performance for the Cavaliers.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Irving.
Meu Deus, não cai, não cai.
They were huge factors in the end result.
Free throw, good. Freak.
Beleza, valeu mesmo, Darlan. Obrigado aí, cara. Eu devo fazer sim.
And both free throws good from Freak. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Valeu mesmo, cara. Valeu. Depois a gente joga aí também, a gente faz
Crawford against Smith to the paint. Here's Aldridge, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Jogou no campeonato, a gente pode jogar
solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with two hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no win on that one. And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
LeBron, for so many years, a Doc Rivers coach team has stood between you and what you have always tried to achieve. Now, of course, Doc with a new team, and you shared a moment with him after the game. Do you mind sharing what he said?
You know, the way he keeps his guys prepared and mentally in tune.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie, man, you know, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor, he passes beautifully.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille.
Yo, what up?
Basquiat, let's go. Got that R for you.
I never had this feeling.
Tough matchup tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point, so I better man up.
Possibilidade de playoff.
Out of Cleveland as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in tonight's contest. Mucho gusto and welcome to Noche Latina on 2K Sports. From the jerseys to Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Goran Dragic. On the court for Cleveland, Freak in at point guard. Channing Frye out there with Iman Shumpert. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 down low. Cleveland shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Richardson for 3. Mozgov grabs the board.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
The Cavaliers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:52 left here in the first quarter. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to speak with Eric Spoelstra for a moment. They're facing a team that they've yet to beat this season, 2 losses. And I asked him what they needed to do to turn it around. He said, quote, at the end of the day, it comes down to putting points on the board. And we've got to find a way to be effective despite their shot blocking. Even if we shoot a few more jumpers, if we can crash the boards, we'll create some good opportunities. Guys, they need to break through and grab a win here today.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, guys, they're thinking mainly about how to tackle the defense they're facing.
And that's got to be the focus. It takes a lot of game planning to come up with ways to put points on the board consistently against these guys.
And we know this coach is very comfortable game planning. He'll have a lot of ideas of how to attack this defense today.
Just 5 on the clock, and the shot is good. Stoudemire's got his first bucket of the night.
Sometimes that step-back move gives you just enough time and space to gather yourself for a good release.
Freak with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Johnson kicks to Winslow. Off target from 3-point range. Now for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
And that did make things relatively easy for him. You know, it's nice to get a win and not have to work too hard for it.
His first make, and, you know, maybe that will get him going.
Freak passes to Frye. Dellavedova dishes to Freak. Feeds to Mozgov. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Mozgov. And it's 6 points for Freak.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers.
And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help. Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. Johnson, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Richardson. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Stoudemire out there with Winslow. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Outside Dragic. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
So the Heat, their last game, a win against Charlotte.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Here's Mozgov, and the rejection by Stoudemire. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Dragic kicks to Wade. That 3 off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 10. To the left side wing. Freak passes to Mozgov. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
Double team on Wade. Johnson outside. From deep. Another shot, and it's laid in by Stoudemire. Stoudemire's got 6 points.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Freak. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Winslow. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago. Got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think he can do that, Greg. You talked about, what he did in the national championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot of ways, puts his hands on winning at both ends of the floor.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Johnson the screen. Stoudemire dishes to Dragic. Johnson kicks to Stoudemire, and he jams it with authority.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
4 seconds left. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Wade.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The clock runs out.
Kevin, I'm here with Eric.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. New group in for the Heat. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Goran Dragic. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic ended up having a lot of troubles. He had 6 points, and he was able to dish out a few helpers to teammates as well. Just a poor shooting performance from him as he never got it going, missing shot after shot. He'll look to right the ship in this one, Kevin.
Great job, Doris, as always. Thank you. Well, not the kind of performance they count on, Greg, from him.
And that's the thing. I mean, they count on him heavily. When he fails to come through, then that's when you end up with the losses.
Sure thing. I mean, it's always going to be very difficult for them to pull out a win when he has the kind of game he did in that one, guys.
Passes to Mozgov. It's stolen by Stoudemire. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Now the dish to Richardson. 1:36 left to play in the third. Pass to Wade. 6 on the shot clock. Stoudemire left side. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 6. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Goes back up. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think,
Kevin, thank
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kevin Love. And in what seems like the same old, same old. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for...
can't believe the regular season's done. Some of those games I can barely remember, but we did it. We made the playoffs. And tonight, I make my postseason debut. I wasn't sure I'd be here as a rookie, but I can't wait to see what this team can do. Like KG said, anything's possible. So let's go chase that title.
And there is a buzz in the air in the sold-out Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. On the floor for Boston. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Johnson is out there with Olynyk, and it's Thomas in at the 1 spot. Johnson the screen. Bradley, no one around him. No good from outside.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first win.
Freak with it. Now Thomas defending. Down low. It's tipped. Turner with the steal. Down low. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. To the inside. It's deflected. Olynyk with the steal. 4-on-3 break.
Mano, pula, bro.
And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. This guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Let's send it out to DB, who caught up with head coach Brad Stevens. Doris?
We talked about the importance of stealing a game on the road, and Coach said they want to come out and set the tone early in this game. He said, quote, if we can come out and take this first game, all of a sudden we're in control of the series.
Thank you, Doris. Johnson with a screen on James. Thomas, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Smith, the pass to LeBron. That's good. LeBron's got 6.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Celtics trail by 8. Turner with it. He's picked up by James. And Turner kicks to Johnson. And it's Turner off the drive. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Boston, no good that time either.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
James dishes to Smith. It's stolen by Johnson.
Caralho, LeBron. Porra.
Bradley against Smith. Bradley kicks to Thomas. And the shot is long.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And on your screen now are the steal leaders from the small forward spot during the regular season. A very strong defensive group, to say the least. LeBron James third.
And this is the set of guys that can do as much or more damage with their defense as they can with their offense. They know how to swoop in for a steal from anywhere on the floor.
It would be nice to find a steals chart to see where they're getting all their pilfers from. And these are small forwards, though, who play 94 feet of defense.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. 5 on the clock, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Here's Mickey. Boston, no good that time either. Cleveland leading by 9. Passes it to Dellavedova. Here's Freak. Cannot hit. Good D by Sullinger.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
And Smart with the basket on the assist by Thomas.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Freak. Hits the front of the rim and out. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Smart kicks to Thomas to the left wing. Sullinger with the ball. Now defended by Mozgov, and he gets the bucket.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Here's Dellavedova. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That makes it 4 turnovers for him now. He's just been lazy with the ball in his hands, though.
LeBron James.
.15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Thomas with the ball. Sullinger the screen. Smart wide open. He fired. And the first half is now in the books. Cavaliers lead by 6. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, with LeBron and another dominant first half, how do you measure the balance between riding your hot hand and making sure the other guys around you are finding their rhythm?
Just got to be aggressive. All of us, including myself, got to continue to be aggressive in the second half.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, they can't stand around and just watch him.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1.
What a game for LeBron. He's got 16 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. Amon Shumpert has come in for Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for J.R. Smith. And Freak subbed in for Kyrie Irving. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Sullinger's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Zeller comes in for Amir Johnson. Crowder, he's checked in for Evan Turner. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Bradley. Freak in at point guard. Channing Frye out there with LeBron James. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Shumpert in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Good. That's 10 points for Marcus Smart.
For 3.
And here's Freak. James kicks to Freak. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Dellavedova, that's good. Celtics trail by 14. Double team on Thomas. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound Celtics. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Now let's take a brief moment to see which teams were the best at shooting the ball from deep in the regular season. Second, the Cavaliers.
Boy, this team has an awful lot of confidence, Kevin, from behind the three-point line. I think in large measure because they have multiple three-point shooters. They don't have to rely on one or two guys. They've got a number of capable three-point shooters, and that gives you confidence as a team.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. That one misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
It's been a good night for Marcus Smart. He's got 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And the Celtics with possession here. On the court for the Celtics. Johnson is out there with Zeller. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's Isaiah Thomas. And it's Sullinger in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Freak kicks to Mozgov. Feeds it to Shumpert. At the elbow, it's Freak. The pass to Mozgov. Baseline try. The rebound by the Celtics. Sullinger's got his fourth rebound in this one.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down. And what will be a win here in game one of the series for Cleveland.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for LeBron James. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many balls.
Having a little more difficulty getting the ball inside here. The defense has done a much better job collapsing on them when they throw it inside. Double teaming and being active with their feet and hands.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
The open shot by Smart. The offensive rebound.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Shumpert passes to Dellavedova. Dishes it to Freak. And Fry has it in the corner. Crowder with the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Bradley on the wing. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Fires it up. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game two.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
LeBron, you have plenty of...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome, LeBron James.
Starting out the series, this is a huge win to go up 1-0. He gave them the energy and effort they needed. Huge performance, and what a time to do it. If he can keep up this effort, Ernie, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunity. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that will wrap up this round one broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson, and we'll see you again as the NBA playoffs continue.
I know money isn't everything to you, Freak, and I find it hard to say.
It is for this reason above all.
Beleza, é isso aí. A gente conseguiu avançar na temporada. Vou ficando por aqui por hoje. Até a próxima live com NBA 2K16. Grande abraço, valeu.
Salutations, I am Sharonis Jackson, portraying the role.
NBA season. Now that your career is progressing and your brand is growing, you will be challenged with managing increasing demands off the court. NBA